everybody, welcome back to the Long Dark. I'm Apocalyptic, and here we go. Alright, we are in the Broken Railroad region. I am super thirsty in the game. I just remembered that I actually have meat in my inventory, and I should do something about that before we go anywhere. So I'm just gonna build a fire quick, cook up the meat, and then we're gonna see if the weather is nice enough to leave this region. Because we are trying to walk up the top of the Timberwolf Mountain. Gonna need a little bit of wood. Definitely gonna need to eat something because I lost my well-fed. That sucks.
I got it.
I should not have let that go. Okay. Yeah, we need to cook up this meat and then we'll eat that. It sounds super stormy out there.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
I think you can level up your fire starting, and then it takes less time to start a fire, if I'm remembering that correctly. Another cooking slot, so we can do 2 pieces of meat. And it's going to take an hour. Okay. It's fine. We can wait. Alright, let's...
I'm starving.
Take that. Let's take that, and we'll just let that burn out. Let's eat it up. And I'm going to eat both of them. I really wish I hadn't let my extra carrying weight expire. But we will get it back. You have to be not hungry for 3 days to get that back, so we will do it. So I am heavy, and so it's making me slow. Let's see if there's something I can drop. That stuff's pretty important. I am carrying some extra clothes, but I want them. Don't need that. Okay, well, I think it's just going to be a bit of a slow walk, provided it's not too terrible out there. So let's see what happens. See what happens when I step outside. Am I going to freeze in an instant? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like that's, look how quickly that's going down. That is unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna go back in. And we're just gonna read our books. Until tomorrow. Or unless the storm stops this afternoon. It sounds like it's not storming anymore, but it would be a bad idea to walk through the Forlorn Muskeg at night. So we're not gonna do that. We do have another book we could read. The food situation is looking kind of sparse, but I'm not really that worried about it because we'll be moving regions, and we'll be able to find more supplies along the way. So we'll be okay here for a day or two. Let's finish reading this. All of that research is complete, so we can burn those books if we want. And check it out. It's another Aurora Borealis night. Okay, being very careful not to step on anything that will electrocute me. Let's go to bed. Make sure we drink before bed. You tend to lose a lot of water, like thirst, while sleeping in this game. Alright, it is light out. We can move. Fingers crossed on the weather. If it's kind of cold but not storming, that's okay. Alright, here we go. I just feel like we're gonna have to move in this weather. Okay, immediately there's wolves. Oh, that's annoying. Now, will it remain scared of me? I don't know. It was a really bad shot. Sometimes when you shoot at wolves and you don't hit them, they remain scared of you. So we'll know when we get kind of close. We need to hide in here. Oh, you little bitch. You seem to have backed me into a little room here. What was that? What's that? Are you mad? Huh? You freaking out? You freaking out? Alright, you need to just go. That was enough of that. I would really love to take this meat, but it is super cold out and we just need to get going. To look through. Maybe there's a little bit of food. Nope. Okay. God, all of these wolves and meat I could be getting. If this were a more permanent run and I was going to stick around the region for longer, I would absolutely go harvest that meat. That's not the goal. That I hate to go to. I don't hate it. the weather is just really crappy and you can fall through the ice and land in the lakes, and it's terrible when that happens. But let's continue. Alright, the weather is the same in Forlorn Muskeg, icy. Oh, it's worse. It's a bit worse. So it's going to be a good idea. It's going to be a good idea for us to just build a fire somewhere where we can get some protection from the wind. We're going to want to use the fire striker so that we make sure that it starts. 90% chance. Fingers crossed, and hopefully the wind won't blow it out.
Perfect.
Alright, let's add some fuel. Okay, that is warming us up. That is excellent. So if we can get warmed up, we should be able to just travel through the storm for a bit. Take a moment to drink a bottle of maple syrup. The whole thing. Here we go. Satisfying. Now let's go. So we're just going to stick along the railroad, and it takes you right through the middle of the map. On the left-hand side, there's going to be a way you can go to a radio tower and a cave up there. Also a hunting... I don't know what it's called. A hunter's hut. A hunting hut up there. And then on the right side... on the right side of the map, there's actually a house, like a kind of a burnt down house. It's not really, you can't really go in it. And there's a forge. There used to only be 2 forges in the game. The one here and the other one at Desolation Point. What's this? Okay, not exciting, but I'll take it. Oh, firewood, we'll take that. So if you ever needed to use a forge, you know, to make a knife or a hatchet or anything, you'd have to come here. So there is a way you can travel around the map as well to avoid the icy lake areas. So it is possible, but it just makes me a little nervous. So you can see like a building out there. And then there's also a couple of caves for shelter. Beautiful game though. There is also a bear that likes to wander around coming up. So we're gonna have to be really careful. Definitely keep an eye out everywhere. If I remember correctly, the wolves aren't usually near the railroad tracks, so we should be able to avoid those and just cut all the way through. To Mystery Lake. The cutest of the maps? Could be. It's just so, like, calm and... I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm not gonna run much anymore, just in case we run into a bear. And that derailed train up there will give us a little bit of shelter. It won't give us any warmth, but it'll give us a bit of shelter. We can just take a break, and there might be some things to look through in it as well. As far as supplies on this map, I would not say that there's much. There's not a lot to explore. It's mostly just a harsh environment. There is also a moose spawn up ahead, so we'll see about that. My character's starting to get kind of cold. The bears kind of have like a traveling route that they follow. And on this map, it does take the bear around the railroad track that we're walking. So I don't know if it's the right timing for us to intercept him yet. But we will find out shortly because we're almost at the end of this map. Okay, there's some stuff in here. This is wonderful. We don't need that, but I am going to pick it up anyway because it'll... Oh, good, ammo. It'll supply some cloth, or we can just store it and have it as backup. And we're going to pick up all of this.
Well, this stuff will
Another
come in
small
handy.
arms book, that's good. Alright. And we don't really need to stop, so we're just going to keep on going. Now, the bear. There it is. Found it. So it is going to travel down this way and out and back around. So if we were any later, we would have been right in its path.
I need to find a place to rest.
Yeah, my character is really tired. And my carrying capacity is quite low. I think that only a couple of moose spawn in the entire world at one time, and so you kind of have to go find it. I'm not sure about that, but they are kind of rare. Right, so the rest of this trek here is fine, because that's just the cave right there. So I'm just going to stop. I'm going to drink my coffee. It's going to give us some energy and some water, and we're going to need the boost to get to our next destination. Here we go. Let's get out of there. Woo! We have found Mystery Lake. Yay! Oh. I'm like so encumbered already, but whatever. Okay. What we are going to do in this region, we're going to go down. It's like a ranger station office, sort of. That's where we're going to stay overnight. So we're going to head down there. We're going to kind of make that a home away from home. Like a safe spot to land. So I'm just going to trek on down there. And we're going to do a search of the region before we leave it. So that's where we're going to start. Unfortunately, it went the way that we need to go.
I'm too cold to think.
Alright, only one bullet left. Slide right into that back door. Sounds a lot closer than it is. There we go. We're good. Alright, it's saved. This is a good location. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs. I can barely walk. I'm carrying so much stuff. I'm gonna go upstairs and look around. Oh, there's the body. That's unfortunate. Like, is that a normal reaction to seeing a body? No, it's not. In gaming, it is. Beansy and I came up this way in the summers when we were knock-kneed goofy kids. We fished and played with swords made out of sticks, wove leaky baskets from the reeds. You could row across the lake, those little cabins at the far end where the tourists came and fished, hunted the deer, and had their parties. We stood behind the counter and watched Dad welcome them, looked at the guest book, and read the names. When the summer was nearing its end and the cattails turned to fluff, we blew our wishes to the sky, always to come back. Always. You can pick up the notes. They don't like really mean anything huge in the survival mode, except that sometimes you can find like some hidden treasures. Not treasure, but like a loot chest kind of thing. I am so full up, I can barely walk. So I'm just gonna go around and inventory management and do some sewing and just busy myself until it's nighttime.